Same song and dance. Yeah, girl, everywhere I go. Same song and dance. What's going on, guys? What's Papa Dockin'? Let me see. Let me get that notification, man. Still no noti. Let me see if your boy is live. Oh. Okay, let's see. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Let's get it cracking. It can happen. 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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I am on camera today. It's your boy, the Gridiron Blitz, aka Derek P. Fields, and I'm just doing it all today. Travis is Travis has not awoken from his nap, so I didn't even bother him. He checked out, so I am here with y'all today, and I'm gonna be on camera. So the Detroit Lions dropped to the Washington Redskins, a 1-9 team. Dwayne Haskins was horrible, but he did just enough to beat our weak, pathetic team. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you want this right here,
butterfly in the sky.
If you want that, this ain't the time. This ain't the place or the time. You can go somewhere else for that. So I just want to talk to y'all, man. This team is terrible. What's up, Alpha? I see you ain't watched today. DK Guy says rough games this week. Absolutely. Phantom says again, draft pick time. Stafford is done. We're tanking for a QB. That's a real good outlook on that. Man, you know what? My software is tripping right now. So I usually bring up the stats and stuff, and it's not really letting me do that. So I don't know what's going on, but I'll just kind of look at them on my phone. So guys, depending on how many people we get in here, we can open up the phone lines and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna actually do that today. TROXEL'S Sports Talk says, there you go, man. They call me Nostril Travis. I told y'all, you and everyone else, that the Redskins would win, and I now look to the 7th overall draft pick. You did, Travis. I just figured I would call it for there was no way we would lose to a 1-9 team, but we did. Only reason, Travis, you want to get in, bro, let me know. Actually, I can't seem to exit out of my OBS. Like if I exit, it'll close it. So Trav, we might have to have you call in, man. I should have thought about that and open Skype before I called. So guys, I don't know. I just wanted to do this really because I wanted to talk to y'all about something outside of today. Travis said I'm good. All right, man. I wanted to talk to y'all about something outside of today. Now, we got a lot of debate. And I want to have a debate. This not about the Detroit Lions today. These guys are terrible. We might be on for, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, since it's not the regular show. But I want to talk to y'all. I want y'all to talk to me, all right? So let me know if you want me to open up the phone lines. That's something I still can do. But I want y'all to talk to me about this, because we've been having a debate on Matt Patricia versus Jim Caldwell, and that the Lions said that they wanted to Bob Quinn's words were that 9-7 wasn't good enough, and he needed someone to take us over the hump. And here we go, where this guy is 27 games in, I believe it is. He is 9-17-1. So that is 27 games in, and this dude has not proven anything. So let me just give you some stats based on the sheer law of numbers. The Detroit Lions have 5 more games for the 2019 season. And let me tell you who they face: the Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Vikings, the Green Bay Packers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Denver Broncos. Now, In order for Matt Patricia to not regress from last year, this man has to win 4 out of the next 5. We've been talking, the Lions have dropped 4 in a row, people. So this isn't going to be a session about, oh, what I liked and what I didn't like. This is going to be a session about the reality. Now, Travis, you said you was Nostro Travis, right? Nostro Troxel. Well, I am Nostro Grid. Y'all remember early on after we lost against the Green Bay Packers and everybody wanted to blame the refs for our loss. And I told y'all, Troxel Sports and I got on and did a video called Rude Awakening for Detroit Lions fans. What did we say? We said this team was not as good as we thought they were going to be this year. Phantom Alpha says, I can't see why anyone would criticize the Lions with Stafford out. We can't win anything without him or another QB from the draft. Absolutely, Phantom. But you know that our fan base is going to find a way to put this back on Stafford. Jeff Driscoll is not the guy. Okay? We have talked about this for 4 consecutive weeks. Let me just put this in perspective. This team, what's up, Aaron? This team has lost 6 of the last 7 games. We want to talk about coaching and we want to talk about this. Let's talk about the facts. And the facts is this team has lost 6 of the last 7 games. If you take out the New York Giants, do you realize that the Detroit Lions will have lost 7 in a row? I see you, AT. Driscoll sucked. What's up, El Kai? I got it, AT. And I agree with you. Now, I want y'all to talk to me. And I'm going to open up the phone lines because I want y'all to talk to me about Jim Caldwell. I want y'all to break down to me why Jim Caldwell was so bad when we see Matt Patricia. Because the biggest knock on Jim Caldwell was, well, he makes bad coaching decisions, right? Now, it's no use crying over spilled milk, but I get irritated with this stuff because Lions, this is ridiculous. Watch Thanksgiving be packed. But everybody wants to act like Jim Caldwell was straight trash. And let me see. 11-5, 9-7, 7-9. Oh, yeah, he gets fired on a 9-7 season. So y'all want to talk about the game? We can talk about the game. That's fine. Jeff Driscoll, backup quarterback. Bo did look good. Jeff Driscoll, I think, had more yards than him. The game, what's up? Oh, it's always everyone's fault except their own. It's always easier to point the finger at someone else versus looking in the mirror. I hear you, Josh, but the bottom line is we talking about numbers. I want y'all to tell me something in the chat. What is the bottom line when it comes to NFL? I want y'all to tell me in the chat what the bottom line is, okay? Give our players more time to make a play. Says, oh, disregard Streamlabs, guys. I didn't get a chance to cut that off. My computer is barely hanging on. So, I want to talk to y'all about this. Funny thing is, says AT, Stafford is losing it because they're trying to shut him down for the season. Absolutely. Stafford is a warrior, AT. This guy wants to play. What's up, Blitz? What's up, man? What's up, Arthur? Patricia, Matthew Stafford needs to, I love Matthew Stafford, but at this point, guys, somebody needs to take him out. We got at least another good year with this man. Let his back heal so we all see what we have without him. All right. So, the Lion says this deplorable, optimistic fan base loves pointing the fingers towards external factors for their incompetence. I got to take you 100% on that. I really do. The numbers say you need more time than 3 years to be a consistent winner. If you like numbers, so there it is. Okay, Josh, fabulous statement. I do love numbers. There's no doubt about that. But let's look at some other numbers as well. What are the odds? What are the statistics of Matt Patricia being successful based on the fact of Bill Belichick's former disciples? What are those numbers? Okay, and this is not directed simply at Josh. This is every everybody out there. Okay? So I'm not saying that you guys are wrong. I'm not saying that you guys are right. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm tired of talking about what this team needs to do and what they're gonna do and the bottom line, guys, is that the Gridiron Blitz was built off Derek P. Fields, and Derek P. Fields is a guy that speaks his emotion and speaks his mind. And I'm gonna say that this team is trash. There's no hype in the offseason for me, and I hope there's none for you either. You want to give I'm not saying Matt Patricia's he's not gonna turn it around next year. All I'm saying is I have to wait and see. That's all that I'm saying. I will not be talking about the draft. I don't care. I will not be talking about the offseason. I don't care. I will make one video where I'll go live a week, take phone calls, and we'll talk about it. When I will start caring is week 1, 2020. All right? So let's talk about it, guys. Excellent, because he is not them. Lions suck. Patricia is his own man. He is, and he's also a loser, Josh, currently, correct? Those are numbers. Matt Patricia is currently a loser, right? Okay? Let's look at the numbers here. So it's not, the NFL is not what you gonna do for me. It's what you're doing for me now. Okay? I can't believe, look at Hugh Jackson. Hugh Jackson, they tried to get his man more than enough time. 1-15, 0-16, and he got fired a quarter through his third season. Okay? Alpha says, man, get rid of Stafford. The stupidest mindset. Absolutely. What's up, everything, King? What's going on, man? So what I'm saying to you, look, Travis took it off. He took it off. I thought we got mad about the games. #Vikings. Oh, no. This is what I'm saying, guys. And I think that the fan base, we kind of get at each other's throats over stuff that really is like, well, okay, you got guys that, like myself, I'm like, I've heard it all before. Okay, same song and dance. Everywhere I go, same song and dance. It's the same thing all the time. So this isn't the Pistons. This isn't the Red Wings. This isn't the Tigers, where I don't know what. Oh, Lord, Nixter Gaming. What happened? Yep. Nick, I'm sorry, man. You messed with the wrong mod. Phantom Alpha is not the one. So all I'm saying, guys, is that there's a difference between a fan that wants stuff to happen, and the fan that is ready now, and a fan that's willing to wait 5 or 6 years. When there's nothing to base waiting off of. Y'all get what I'm saying? Everybody wants to wait on Matt Patricia, but what is Matt Patricia giving us that is telling us to wait? You understand what I'm saying? You got Mike McCarthy, proven coach. Jim Caldwell, proven coach. Other guys. Now, let's go to Matt LaFleur. Let's talk about Matt LaFleur for a minute. Matt LaFleur is not running the show over there. Okay, Aaron Rodgers is. Now, if you look at the Rams and Sean McVay, look what he's doing. Took his team to the Super Bowl, but they've regressed as well. So not everybody's going to be a successful head coach that's a young guy, all right? So what I'm saying to y'all, Josh says, same song and dance, the fans fire the coach and the regiment. Josh, I'm not firing the coach, and I disagree with you. How long did Jim Schwartz have? 5 years. How long did Matt Patricia have? 4 years. How long did what's his name? Bobby Ross, 2, something like that. So I disagree with you. Now, do they want to fire the fan base? Absolutely, after a year or two. But at the same time, that's not the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation, I will say that we were ready to fire Jim Caldwell when I say we, I mean as a fan base, after the second year. We was ready to fire him, okay? He turns around, takes us right back to the playoffs. We always will. Schwartz did fine. See, you're saying Schwartz did fine. What about the 0-5? Remember when Jim Schwartz started 5-0? Do y'all remember that season, 2011 or whatever it was? Jim Schwartz starts 5-0, but then you go back and you look at, I don't understand why Jim Caldwell gets so ragged on. Notice I don't talk about any other guy. I don't talk about Jim Schwartz, or I don't talk about Marty Mornhinweg or what's his name? Steve Mariucci. I talk about Jim Caldwell because it is kind of funny that I don't even want to go there. I'm not going to go to what could be obvious. You got the minority coaches in the NFL, and then you got the last 3 out of 4 Lions coaches have all been Caucasian, and they've all, outside of Jim Schwartz, pretty much been trash. But then we got a guy who wins, who has 3 winning seasons. Okay, Matt Patricia has had 2 consecutive losing seasons. I want to break the pencil. Remember when we were still the Lions, but we should have been called the Kitty Cats. Schwartz had the most undisciplined team ever. I agree with you. I'm not busting on Caldwell. I said he need more time. You got him fired. I got you, Josh. I'm just saying that, being involved in sports like I am now through the fan base, through Twitter and through YouTube, it gets kind of annoying, man, because you got fans that just refuse to see what the obvious is. And at the end of the day, the obvious is that the Detroit Lions are currently losers. And I think as a fan base, Zachary, if you cough, you're going to have to go back upstairs. It might be too cold down here. You're not. So I'm saying Caldwell was a good man. Players respected him. Yeah, he was actually fired after doing well. You understand what I'm saying? The man was fired after actually doing well. I don't understand that. Rod Marinelli ain't trash after us, what he do to us last week with the Cowboys. Here's what I'm saying. People have no patience in this state, Josh. You said in this state. I disagree with you. We got no patience with the Lions, okay? Because the Lions are, and this is what I was trying to tell y'all during the offseason in a different time. I was trying to tell y'all that if you have a fan base, Josh, not everybody's like you, man. Not everybody has the patience of building a winner. On top of that, the end product always is the same. You get what I'm saying? If you take out the 91 season, it's always the same. There's no need to look up stats. We have officially lost 4 in a row. Do you guys know what that means? That means we're a bad football team. If you didn't know that, statistically, 4 losses in a row is a bad football team. A head coach should get at least 2 to 3 seasons to show improve before potentially getting fired. Trey Ace, I'm not mad at you for that. Matt Patricia got next year, but my whole issue about this thing is the notion that Jim Caldwell was not a good coach. I don't understand that. I don't understand how, unless the NFL put him against 16 really bad teams, how can you say he was not a good coach? And then to say that Matt Patricia, and these are Bob Quinn's words, is the guy that is going to take us over the hump when he's not proven is what bothers me. That is what this whole thing is about. Who other than Josh believes in Patricia? I don't know. The league got something against black coaches. Remember Lovie Smith got fired after going 10-6? I do remember that, absolutely. So much for being the next Patriots. Charisma 313. I believe in not firing your coaches every 3 years. Josh, I'm with you. But that my whole issue, guys, is not with the firing of Matt Patricia as it is as the notion that Bob Quinn, that Jim Caldwell was a bad coach. That is what, we're talking about guys who, anyway, Caldwell wasn't 0-16. What I'm saying is that people Caldwell didn't play any good teams. And Remember this team started 1-7 and we went 2-6 in the second half of the season. Nobody remembers that. Now keep in mind, guys, this was this man's only losing season with this franchise, and he turned it around the second half. Y'all want to talk about how Matt Patricia needs to make coaching changes and he wants to make adjustments, and what's his name? Jim Caldwell's game management wasn't the best. Well, you know what? Okay, y'all can say that. That's fine. But the man, if his game management wasn't that great, his second half season management was not that bad. So I'm trying to say, where's Caldwell now? Caldwell is with Miami on a leave of absence. El Kai, he has interviewed for a bunch of jobs. But I was saying this during the season. Can anybody tell me the last former Detroit Lions head coach to have a head coaching team position in the NFL again? Somebody go and do their research and tell me what was the last head coach of the Detroit Lions to get fired and then have another head coaching position in the National Football League. Absolutely. Jim Caldwell is with the Miami Dolphins, but he's on a leave because he's ill. So if you want to, and I don't know, El Kai, if you're insinuating that, and maybe you weren't, but if anybody insinuates that, well, look at him now. Look at what Steve Mariucci, what happened to him. He was great with the Niners. Boom. He came to Detroit. Done. Okay. Texas Rattler says never. TROXEL'S Sports Talk says none. He also says 1957, 76 says that Caldwell should have fired Cooter. But was that really his decision? No, it's never happened. Bobby Ross took a college head coach job. That's the closest. So what I'm saying to you guys is we can spend the next 5 weeks talking about what the Lions, how bad they played. Or we can talk about the fact that this team and this fan base, along with the Cleveland Browns, you know who I compare us to? I compare us to the Chicago Cubs and how everybody wanted to hang Steve Bartman or Steve Bateman, whatever the guy's name is that caught the foul ball. They wanted to hang this man because he was responsible for their beloved Cubs losing that World Series or that playoff series. That's how they had no patience. They finally got their World Series. I believe eventually that day will come. Will it be in my lifetime? I don't know. My son's lifetime? I hope so. But what I'm trying to say, yeah, Mueller, he didn't, or Mueller, he didn't even make it a season, did he? Did he make it a season? Here's Johnny. His tenure was so fast, it was in and out. So all I'm saying, guys, and I've been on for 22 minutes, is that it's time for this fan base to demand more. Stop going to games. Stop doing all of that. Who wants to fire this coach like you did all the rest? I'll rest my case. Josh, what is that first row, man? Oh, who here wants to fire the coach? Yeah, Josh, I mean, I will say that. Detroit Lions fans have a very short fuse. And I think that fuse will only be extended by winning. You get what I'm saying? Like I was trying to tell y'all in the offseason. The SOL, y'all say how losing is a culture, right? So SOL is part of the losing culture. So when people say, I can't stand SOL fans, then you're not truly understanding the losing culture. SOL is ingrained into a losing culture that is these Detroit, I'm the wrong side here, these Detroit Lions. So until that SOL culture is unwoven by wins and Super Bowls and all of that stuff, it will be what it is. Antonio Hightower in the building. What's up? Does Patricia call the defensive plays? No, he does not. That would be Paul Pasqualoni that does that. I disagree. Losing 4 straight games doesn't make you a bad team. Imagine if it's going against the Patriots. No, what I'm saying is that was given Trey by ESPN. And ESPN but bro, you're talking about an anomaly here. Seahawks, Packers, Patriots, and Steelers. That's an anomaly. If you lose 4 in that case, you're absolutely not a bad team. So everybody is talking about that the Lions are going to have high draft picks and all that stuff. Let me ask y'all a question. When was the last time the Lions had a high draft pick and did something? I'm not mad if you guys have hope. I'm upset that the people who feel like I do get ridiculed. We are in the wait and see approach. That's where I am. That's why I said there will be no off-season talk for the Detroit Lions. I will do a live show. That is it. Because I'm tired of dealing with the same thing. And what is the same thing? Is lose and lose and lose. Absolutely. Calvin Johnson, 2007. Shout out to West Branch. But guess what they did, West Branch? They couldn't take Calvin over the hump. Calvin did everything he could for this guy. Stafford, Sue, Ziggy, Calvin, and Barry. Okay, so those are 5 guys from 1989, Travis, starting with Barry. 5 guys in the last 30 years. That's all you guys have for me, is a high picks that have done something, that the Lions have done something with. That they actually lived up and actually did something for this team. Fact or fiction? What's up, Rob? Says Martha Ford starts cleaning house after Thanksgiving. I say fiction. Fiction. Barry Sanders. Everyone is friends in the front office, so it might not be changes unless Martha steps in. All I know is that Matt Patricia was extended. Mike Patricia got a 5-year deal. Bob Quinn was extended. I do now believe that these two gentlemen go at the same time. I believe that these guys, they got to go at the same time. Because I feel like when you extended Bob Quinn and you signed Matt Patricia for 5 years, that you said, okay, you know what? I'm giving you guys this much time. I could actually see both of these guys playing through their contract or, being here through 2022. So I'm just saying, guys, if you believe in this team, that's fine. If you don't believe in the team, that's fine. But stop ridiculing people who don't view like you. You know what I'm saying? None of us get paid. All of us watch the game and think we could do better. The point, I don't know if I could do better. All I know is if you were watching the stream today with me, you saw me calling the plays. You saw me calling that the Lions got a turnover. And then Bo runs for 29 or 32 yards. It was brought back on a holding call. And then I said that the Lions are going to go 3 and out. Whether Stafford was in the game or not, it doesn't matter. I'm saying that the Lions were going to go 3 and out. You know why I said that? Because I know I've seen the same song and dance. That's what this is. So I don't think they're going to get fired at all. Fred Jackson says, yes, sir, I see you. Not sure what that means, Fred, but I don't think that Bob Quinn and or Matt Patricia will be fired at the end of the 2019 season. However, anybody that comes in and wants to say Matt Patricia's going to turn this team around, what is it that he's done to give you the indication that this man is going to flip our franchise around? Because at the end of the day, it's about wins and losses. It's not about injuries. That's your GM's job. That's your job to put people in the right places. All you hear is Lions fans say that people are out of position. Well, it's the coach's job to put them in the right position. So you keep making excuses for a guy who has nothing proven. That is what I'm trying to get through to y'all. No star power, Jeremy says. It doesn't matter, Jeremy. Look what happens when we had a star. And we do have a star. His name is Matthew Stafford. We do have a star. His name is Kenny Galladay. We do have a star. His name is Marvin Jones. We got a stud in Damian and Dolan. Y'all want to talk about him? He's played more games than Deshaun Hand. He's played more games than Mike Daniels. And he got on a $3.5 million deal. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say to y'all. Like, let these people, only person that's proven something out of this entire thing is Bob Quinn. Shout out to AT. AT brought up some Matt Patricia's defensive, the Patriots' defensive rankings in his time with the Patriots. My bad, AT. And they weren't the best. It was 1 or 2 seasons out of his 12 or 11 that he spent there. Absolutely. Don't know if Galladay is a star. Marvin Jones, we could talk about. Antonio, I'm not sure how you can say that, man, when they're nicknaming this guy Babytron for whatever reason. The only same song and dance is firing everyone quick. When is everyone going to realize that they're doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results is insanity. You people do this to yourselves. Josh, I do agree with you that Lions fans, you're saying that, like, for instance, I'll take me for example. I hyped myself up this offseason, right? And I did that. And this season for me was unlike any other season. It wasn't like last year when we go get Jonathan Freeman and we go get Sylvester Williams and we go get LeGarrette Blount. LeGarrette Blount was the biggest offseason and who else? Was it Deshaun Hand? No, not Deshaun Hand. Devin Kennard, right? So that was the biggest moves we made. So this year, what happens? We go get Trey Flowers. We go get Danny Amendola. We go get some people that, okay, we do things that the Lions don't do, which is make any type of noise in free agency, okay? So when that happened, I'm like, okay. And then we go and we have a solid draft. You know, I told guys that, yeah, you can hang up. I think my son's school was calling for whatever reason on a Sunday, which is super weird. But shout out to the train leaving Chicago. What's up, Paranormal? What's going on? Trey A says the Patriots won all regular season games and lost in the Super Bowl. The season was pointless. You know what, Trey? At that point, we would take that. When you haven't won a playoff game in 29 or 27 years, you would take a one-loss season. You would take, at this point, we would take a playoff win. So I agree with you, Josh. I hyped myself up. I did it to myself. And that is opposite of what you guys will see from the Gridiron Blitz this coming off season. My focus will be the XFL to see how that does, because it's very interesting to me. I don't care what the Lions do in the offseason. Mr. Dope is in the building. Shout out. Did your team win today, man, or are they playing now? And Antonio says, for me, Grid, I got to see more. His biggest plays are jump balls and play design that good. But at some point, you have to actually beat somebody with some kind of route running. I can see that. It doesn't seem like Galladay gets a ton of separation. I don't think we have that. That guy has existed since Calvin. So I think that if the Lions were to pick up somebody, they need Fred Jackson. They need somebody that's going to get some separation. I do believe that Marvin has had a better year thus far. That's right. You guys are after the Packers. That's right. Well, then let them prove it to you, but please give it time. Josh, absolutely. But because this is my platform, like, because I'm a YouTube guy, I have to express that to you. I'm not saying fire Patricia. When I say that stuff in the stream, I see the dumb things that he does, but I'm in agreement with Josh in the sense that a quick turnover does not necessarily guarantee wins. I think that that's a surefire way to keep the cycle going of rinse repeat losses. What's up, man? Hitman 313 says the season been over. It absolutely has. 2 years was enough time for me to see incompetence. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Josh? So you got people who, and I'm not mad at Lions fans if they have zero patience. I'm not mad at y'all. It's like, and my thing is this, and I keep using this. People say, well, okay, so let's say you're in a new relationship, right? So you're in a new relationship, but you got toasted in your last relationship. Just flame on, right? Just obliterated, just always. When you get with in a new relationship, you're not going to necessarily hold the new lady accountable for those things, but at the same time, you might have some reservations, like, you're not going to put the same necessarily be as gullible or something else from the previous relationship. I equate that to the Lions and their 62 years of, well, 61 years, shout out to TROXEL'S Sports Talk, of pretty bad football, of not being able to do, and then they do things like fire a head coach because he's 9-7 and he's not good. It's not good enough, right, Bob Quinn? This is the high. You've never had a losing season until what was it? You've never picked as high in the draft as you did last year. Like, you never picked that high. Okay? So I expect from Bob Quinn to be the guy that makes the hard decision. Like, you know what, Matt? You're not the guy. If he truly believed that Matt Patricia is not the guy, and I will tell you this, I will cover Bob Quinn's press conference and his many, many times of saying the word I will definitely do that postseason, and I said it twice right there, conference, because I can't wait to hear what he's going to say. So when he gets on the podium, I probably will want to talk about that because I want to hear what he has to say. Here's Johnny says, here. Lions need Jim Harbaugh. I don't know that you said that last week. To me, the Lions players who actually playing like stars are Hand when he plays, but he doesn't. Antonio, he doesn't play enough. Ragnow, Stafford, and sometimes Jones and Slay. I don't know how you could even put Slay in there, but I respect your opinion. Slay was not there today. He got shown up, okay? Josh, you did say that the team would not be good this year. They didn't even look good on paper, but I can see where we're going and what we're collecting, so I'm not calling for anyone's head. I understand. Listen, if you feel either way, I'm not mad at you. A bad relationship does affect future relationships, even though you don't want it to. Absolutely. Yeah, one playoff win since 1957. Yeah. Like, y'all, okay, so 57-91. What is that, guys? A 44-yard gap, a 44-year gap between the existence of the inaugural Super Bowl season and our first playoff win. We are currently at what is this, guys? A 28-year gap between our last playoff win and our next playoff win. So when is it going to be that the fan base requires more? That's what the Gridiron Blitz has always been about. I've always been about that. But you know, getting involved in the YouTube community and reaching out to you guys and having a channel and doing all that stuff and really kind of getting in touch with other fans made me look at the game a little differently. And now to me, there's nothing this offseason that I could see that will make me think that the Lions are going to be winners. The only thing I can see is wins. Now, let me say this to you guys. Exactly. Here's Johnny. Let me say this. When the Lions lost when they lost, aka tied to the Arizona Cardinals, what did y'all think? Everybody but Josh. Everybody but Josh, because Josh he never believed in this team on paper and stuff like that. I'm paraphrasing Josh, obviously. So when the Lions tied against the worst team in the National Football League, what were your thoughts? But do y'all know how devastating it is to get deep in the playoffs and lose? I hate the Eagles to this day. Trey, I can imagine, but at least you get to walk away from even the Bears fans. The Bears fans got the double doink. That had to be hard. It's tough being a fan regardless, right? Because only one team is going to win every year. So 32 teams are let down, or 31 teams are let down every season. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, y'all got a playoff win. Do you know what it feels like? Because you don't. You don't, Vikings fan. Trey, you don't know. But do you know what it feels like when ESPN paints you, the team that you have created in your head, to win all these games this season, and they tell you that your team's going to go 3-13, and you look at them and say, what are you talking about? You look at NFL analysts and everybody on paper, on the TV, who is completely dogging your team and saying, you're wrong because this is the year, because I believe in this team. And then on top of that, They come out and they do nothing. So you have something that you have been through. Josh Trojanowski, what's up, man? Says Lions equal trash. Welcome to the party, pal. Appreciate you being here. A division flag would be good. It really would. It would be good. So, listen, guys, I've been on for 39 minutes. We gonna wrap it up. Antonio Hightower, appreciate you, fam. One of these days, we will get you on a show. I got all your information. Any other guy, any other person out there want to get on a show, that's fine. It's open to the people. Sorry for not the phone lines, man. I wanted to have them open, but I just had to talk to y'all. Hitman says, stop the injuries excuse because Patricia is trash. Thank you, Hitman. That's what I like. That's what I be trying to say. Okay, so you got 53 men on the roster, right? And let's just talk about this for 1 second, guys. So we talked about the backup quarterback situation in the offseason. For those of you who remember, we had this conversation. Now, you have first and second teams and third teams, right? So you have a first team, you got the starters, which is 22 people, right? Then you got, I guess, the backups, which is another 22 people. And then you got a host of those people that make up the special teams. And, you know, we saw Zach Zinner, Ty Johnson, people who play both sides, like special teams, offense, and defense. It is, in my opinion, it is your job to find the best possible people for your money, okay, to fill the role of a backup. I believe that Teddy Bridgewater, even though that we've been through that 80% of the National Football League does not have a viable backup, Teddy Bridgewater was that guy, okay, who could have been the backup. Now, to me, he got to lose the gloves. What's up, man? You said this channel is rising quick. Appreciate that. Sorry, I was making macaroni and cheese. It's all good because I need to eat. I appreciate the love as well. Hit the like, minimize chat. Appreciate that. So listen, guys. Finally, because we a family, Tay, and don't run our mouth, and because we don't enough tension like Mobby. Well, you know what happens when I open my mouth about other YouTubers, so I will plead the fifth on that one. Lions need to rebuild and get a new owner who really cares about the team and not about the money. I agree with you, Damian. I thought we could have got I think we could have got Kareem Hunt. Now Kareem Hunt hasn't had a lot of time to play, but I would have loved to see him in the Detroit Lions uniform. So it is what it is. This team play with no passion and heart. Bro, Kraft, tomorrow is grocery day. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate the 30 some odd we had in the chat. Appreciate Hitman. Josh, as always. Neil, welcome. The ref screwed us again. It's a conspiracy against teams with one playoff win in the last 60 years, but we did tie with Arizona. I do believe there's some conspiracy-ish things in there. Go check out a guy. His YouTube name is Truth Be Told something. And he kind of got some theories, man, that make a lot of sense. I didn't skip you, Josh. I said, you was like the second person I said, man. Winning equals more money. Absolutely, Texas. Absolutely. That's why the Cowboys they got titles. I mean, you can buy a title. You can absolutely buy a title. All right? You might get one title, but you can buy a title. So, shout out to the new fans. Patriots 14 over the... Wait, so who's winning that game? Who's winning that game? I cut it off. Patriots over Dallas. So they actually getting beat by a good team, huh? Small markets don't win. I can see that, Texas. You know, I didn't realize that the Lions were such a small market until this season. I did not realize that. But, so anyway, guys, that's it. I said what I had to say. You've heard Troxel Sports Talk and myself rant on for an hour and a half. You like spicy, and I'll bring the spice. I'm a realist. I actually absolutely love the spice, Josh, and you know I love you, man. Hope the refs screw us till the end of the season. See. Okay, let me ask y'all, then we'll get off. What do y'all want out of this? Let me ask you a question. So the Lions got 5 games, and they're currently the 7th pick, according to Troxel Sports Talk. the Lions get the 5th pick. Now, remember, they could have got, if they would have lost to the Packers last year, they would have got the 5th overall pick. The 5th overall pick. It's hard to kind of talk about this because we can talk about the past, but we can't talk about the future the same way, right? So my question to the chat before we get off, wait, what did I miss? Well, listen, I mentioned something and I get tossed, into the abyss of whatever. So, yeah, Phantom, I don't think I saw that comment, man. Yes. Yeah, everyone needs to vent, absolutely, Josh. But as you know, there's, you and I talk quite often. There is a way to a respect level. You can vent without being respectful. I vented during my stream and I'm talking to you guys, but I have not disrespected one person because at the end of the day, you guys are all humans and I have a respect level for you. And also, this team is not my family. They've done nothing for me. So why would I go and defend a team that has done nothing for me in any shape, form, or fashion? In addition to that, if I value my people, my subscribers, and my people that I interact with, I'm not going to talk down or disrespect anybody, especially not being disrespected first. Okay, so remember that about your boy. All right, y'all, let's wrap it up. Dakota Young says something about what you say. Haha, Detroit choked on false hope. Yeah, we did. We choked on our own. I literally stuck the false hope down my throat, and I'm currently gagging it up as we speak. So, guys, with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Absolutely. I'm sorry if I disrespected anyone. No. Absolutely not, Josh. No. It's just, I think people need to respect other people. And, Twitter blows up and everybody were like Rocky and the Russian, but for what? Why are we fighting? You're stupid because you don't believe in Matt Patricia, and you're stupid because you believe in Matt Patricia. It doesn't matter, guys. At the end of the day, wow, Phantom, it's Phantom. I'm forgive you, brother, because I know you got a lot going on. Yeah, Josh definitely. I wouldn't say he got the Kool-Aid. Listen, yeah, I don't know who's worse. Wow, Dakota. All right, sorry. Why was Dakota banned? Because yeah. Well, Fago or Kool-Aid? Absolutely Fago. Give me some Fago any day, guys. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. At the end of the day, we all want the same thing, but at the same time, we gotta, go about talking about it in a respectful manner. So you will never get that from over here. Even if I got a problem with you, I'm still gonna try my best not to disrespect you. All right. So you guys have seen that before. As we wrap it up, if the Lions would have gotten Belichick or Brady, then y'all could have six rings right now. Damian, you're not a Lions fan, so you really don't know. Then that is a false statement. Brady and Belichick come to the Detroit Lions, and we go 0-16. That's just the way things go. Real quick, what's your opinion on the Ravens QB? I think he's doing it. Lamar Jackson, he killing it, man. They talking about MVP. I think when his arm gets up, like when he really gets on his passing game, he's going to be the real deal. So shout out to the Ravens, man. Troxel Sports Talk took the day off. He took a nap. Travis, I wish I could have taken one too, man. So anyway, guys, what time is it? It's 5:20. We will be on in a little under 3 hours. I got to go take a shower, get this stench off me. I got to take this shirt and probably begin to put it away for the season. I will put up on my community tab if you guys want me to do Thanksgiving. If it is not voted in, I will not do it, nor will I watch. My son will be off. My wife will be off. We will do something else. I assure you I will not be watching this game. Trox is about to go to bed. All right. AT says, all right, have a good one, fellas. I'll hit you up, Troxel, later. Got some good stuff for you. Troxel, when you doing the next Piston stream? Yeah, Troxel, when are you doing the next Piston stream? Let Travis answer that, and then we'll get off. Yeah. Red Wings trash. Pistons trash. Lions trash. Tigers trash. Y'all remember that Family Guy episode where Peter Griffin and the New Yorkers came and the Leafers, and he's trying to, what was it? Yeah, and he's trying to pick a fight with them. So he says, Yankees suck. He says all these people suck. That's every time I hear that, that's what I think about. What's the ultimate meme? Oh, Peter Griffin is a meme? Okay. My son is telling me Peter Griffin is a meme. Absolutely, it's meme. Yeah, so Phantom Alpha, I hope all is going well with you. Shout out to Minnesota Sports Talk. Enjoy your bye week, sir. Wes Branch, Josh as usual. Everybody else, man. Abdul, Terrell, Antonio Hightower, Trey Ace, Texas, Rattler. What? After I get done, I'm coming right back down. I appreciate y'all. I couldn't do this without you. So make sure you check the community tab. We don't need luck, Trey Ace. We need a new owner. So, and I will see y'all in about 2 or 3 hours. All right. So with that being said, for TROXEL'S Sports Talk, AMOR, Alliance Personnel Show, and Stable Sports, I am the Gridiron Blitz. We are the Sports Movement Network, and we will see y'all later tonight as the man, this game, the Packers and the Niners. I cannot wait. I will see y'all later. Peace.